It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Mike, 45.
Middle. Man out. Hey, Haywood.
Check, 45.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 66 yards. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you, boy.
Now Allen. And he's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Check in. Guys, stage situation. Let's go. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
90.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. They'll run with Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Pull it high.
Here we go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
Every 19.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To the air, Allen. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Rudolph now to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, it's Rudolph. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking deep for Jennings. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cost.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Here's Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the 50, it's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Rudolph. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Allen. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Delta.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And Jeffrey's got it. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 6 there on first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he comes back with one complete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Jennings. He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Rudolph. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understand.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Bravo. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
To throw, it's Allen. Airing it out for Olsen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Greedy Williams picks it off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And got his man complete. He's at the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit up.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Allen. That's complete to Jeffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Rudolph. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Allen now 9 of 17 through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Alert! 10's the mic. I'm coming after you. Middle. They've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Allen going to throw. Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air, Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They run again with Hunt. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Hunt is not going to get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Josh Allen. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Allen will try again on second down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Hey, wahoo!
On third and long, it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Alshon Jeffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Hunt going to run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Watch the pass.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Rudolph now to throw. He finds Douglas complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, fourth and goal from the 2. Here's Rudolph, and that is incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. In his own end zone, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 44 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Allen now looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, does he get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is Freeman. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. Now Rudolph. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add to our lead.
Second down and goal. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So they tried to tack on 2 more.